Let's hear this process. Hi, good morning. Is this Notary?
We're a mobile notary service, so we come to you.
Great. I was looking for a letter to get notarized.
Okay, where are you located?
I have a client who's in Nassau County.
Where in Nassau County?
They live in Hicksville. I'm their attorney, but I don't have their specific address.
Okay, so Hicksville would be $75 for the trip, and then $2 each signature we notarize.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so when do you need this done?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible is not going to work today. So I can probably do it. You have to set an appointment time usually. Usually we ask for 24 hours notice. It's like a concierge service. Might be able to do it later today if possible, but probably better off tomorrow if you can.
Okay, yeah. So these are VIP clients of mine, and I'm gonna try to get this done today while the husband is in town. Looks like they're gonna be traveling pretty soon.
Okay, we can do it later today, like around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay, and does the charge still stay the same?
Charges are still the same, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now the husband, he's got a Canadian passport. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Fine. Shouldn't be an issue.
All right. All right. I'm gonna reach out to my client and make sure I'll confirm their timing, and I'll reach back out to you.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, I basically called him and said I need a letter notarized. He says that he basically out the gate told me, he's like, where is it at? I'm basically saying I'm my client's attorney. I don't want to tell you all this information to just some guy who sounds like he's on the street right now, and he didn't even answer the phone professionally. He basically says, all right, where they at? And as soon as I said Hicksville, he said $75 travel, $2 for the signature. This is where people talk themselves out of business. See, inexperience comes in. This is where you can talk yourself easily out of because you start throwing out answers that I didn't even ask. He said $75. Now, that might be way more than I expected. He don't even know if he can even do the appointment yet. He hasn't even confirmed whether or not he can even do this. So he's thrown out dollar figures, and he hasn't even explained to me what is it that I'm paying for yet. So I just, I could have just said, hey, I'll call you back after that, which is really what happens to most people. This is what happens. But I know where that error is coming from. I'm just going to continue to go with this. Then I say, all right, he didn't ask anything about identifying the person. He didn't know about how many people are signing it. Then he says, when you need it done. And I say, I need it done as soon as possible. He's like, I can't do that. So now you're telling me you can't. Like, you see, first you're telling me how much that you're overcharging me, or you charge me for something that I don't even know what I'm paying for. And then you tell me that you can't do it. Like, I said, as soon as possible. He's like, we got some later on today. Yes, customer service wasn't very good, but that's an easy fix. Look how sloppy that was. Look how unorganized that was. Did you hear how all over the place? I had to facilitate that conversation. And the only reason I had to facilitate that because I know I'm a notary. So if I think about this, I'm calling you, I have no idea what a notary is. All I was told was that I need to get my dad's assets all signed over to me. And I had this thought in my head that I asked my cousin, and he said, if you just write a letter and then you just get it notarized. And see what I'm saying? I'm that person. Put yourself in that person's shoes. I don't know what I'm doing. And then you call me talking about hello. And then this whole conversation this is why things get off track easily. And then they end up saying, you know what, I'll call you back, or I'm not responding to you. You see the difference there? That's sloppy, it's unorganized, and that's where the kind of results you get, sloppy and unorganized, because you don't have a systematic approach to securing this lead. So you got a little bit of a bonus session. Like, we do this for people who are just in the course or who have the book, and we kind of go through these exercises. I think people are asleep today, so it's all good. But hopefully that gives you some little bit of context and gives you some perspective.